Mic check at 2 minutes and 20 seconds, seeing if we are coming over loud and clear over the air.
Test.
Testing mic quality. Mic test, mic test. Good evening and welcome back for Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader. We come to you after a big 51-43 win for girls varsity basketball against Episcopal. In Game 2, the Quakers take on the Blue Devils of SCH. This boys varsity basketball team looking to go 2-0 against SCH this year after beating them on the road earlier this year. And as well trying to maintain their streak of beating them every single time since January of 2024. Big expectations for this Quakers team. Braden, how do they live up to the hype?
Yeah, thanks, Felix. This Penn Charter team does come into this game with a size advantage. So I think if Dan Gilhole and Larry Brown can be forces in the paint and stay out of foul trouble, they should be able to get a lot of scoring for them too. If Dom Comatau can stay hot and continue to shoot the lights out from three, it could be trouble for this SCH team.
And it seems like we are just about ready for the player intros, with Episcopal in dark blue and powder, and the Quakers in their home whites.
Especially welcome today to our dedication game called Morgan's Message. Now, as you know, mental health is a very big deal in this country, and we here at Penn Charter contribute to that. We're going to turn things over to our young lady, Carly, with a message about Morgan's Message. Carly?
As a moment of silence there observed for Morgan Rogers, as we talked about Morgan's Message in the last broadcast, a very important organization about athletes' mental health. And now the starting lineup for the Springfield Chestnut Academy. And the senior number 15 at 6'5", Owen Kelly. 6 foot senior number 10, Alex Ormond. And 6 foot senior number 3, Joe Flack. And 6'1" senior number 2, AJ Trefino. And at 6'3", number 0, senior Stu Greenleaf. And all senior starting 5 for this SCH squad. As we get ready now for the Quakers intro.
Owen Kelly. 6'1" senior number 10, Alex Ormond. 6'1" senior number 3, Joe Flack. 6'1" senior number 2, AJ Trefino. And 6'1" senior number 0, Stu Greenleaf.
The 6'11" sophomore, number 13, Daniel Gilhoo. The 6' senior, number 20, Dom Komital. And getting the start, the 8th grader at 6'1", number 21, Jackson Boyd. And number 24, the senior at 6'3", Casey Fleming. And number 2, sophomore at 6'4", Carter Smith. So just about ready for tip-off here. The big story for the Quakers, Jackson Boyd started the season basically at the end of the bench, worked his way up to becoming a 6th man for this team, and now getting the start. This kid has been fantastic, averaging 5.1 points per game, but his impact is way bigger than that.
It's really something like what we saw a couple years ago with Carter Smith. Maybe this is the future of the Penn Charter basketball program.
And it speaks to Coach Brandon Williams' ability to see talent from a young age and recruit players to come play starting in 8th grade, and that allows guys to get experience for 4 or 5 years and really develop into college-level basketball players. As the tip here will be between Daniel Gilhoo and Owen Kelly. And it will be a Blue Devil ball to start the game, but it's thrown away and given to Dom Komital as Komital slows it down, passing to Fleming, and he's back after a stint on the injured list. Senior Casey Fleming here to make an impact for the Quakers. They severely missed him, and it is good to have his veteran presence here on the court as the lone senior on this starting 5. As Fleming back to Carter Smith. Carter Smith driving, looks for Komital. Komital from deep, bang! Dom Komital starts it off hot. A 3 from the senior, and one of the 2 seniors leading this Penn Charter backcourt. Komital has been fantastic from 3 all year long.
Lately, it seemed like Dom just really cannot miss from behind the arc, so hopefully he can continue that streak going forward this game.
As Owen Kelly now guarded by Carter Smith, and Carter Smith gets a hand on it, but passed over to A.J. Trefino. Trefino spins, mid-range blocked by Gilhoo, who passes up to Komital over to Casey Fleming, who slows it down. And the size advantage as Gilhoo inside, shot up, it's good! 6'11" Gilhoo over 6'5" Owen Kelly. And both the block and at that point there, making evident the size advantage the Quakers have. Hopefully they will be able to expose SCH as a shorter team and be dominant in the paint on the offensive and defensive side of the ball as they have been.
Fouls on Daniel. Hits first, team first. On A.J. Chalkfield, shooting 2.
Oh, I heard a lot. I had
Keep his composure and just put the ball up and get a good shot.
Great offense from the Quakers so far, and Carter Smith body blocking the ball there, but off of him, so it will be it'll be SCH to inbound.
Good job putting pressure early on this team, making them make tough decisions.
And Penn Charter employing this full court press. Similarly to the girls team, both these programs have been so good, well coached on the defensive end of the ball with these aggressive presses they're employing.
Boyd just being really persistent, forcing a bad pass. Hopefully Casey Fleming can make a good player.
Fleming in transition, shot up, no good, and rebounded by Gilhool, and Gilhool traveled as he was under pressure. And inbounding now for SCH will be Joe Flatch, the senior. So a sloppy play there by Penn Charter, but SCH as well struggling to find a rhythm thus far into the game. As SCH now trying to find rhythm. Shot fake there by Trefino. Trefino to Ormond. Ormond from deep, and it's good. Alex Ormond drills it.
Smooth stroke there by Ormond, singing the three.
And Carter Smith running the offense now for the Quakers. Carter Smith fakes the drive. Nice drill move, got the defender to bite, but no look coming from that as Fleming spins, passes to Boyd. Boyd with the fake as well. Boyd in the baseline, back to Fleming. Fleming from deep, no good. Rebound by Owen Kelly. Owen Kelly, the future Division I college basketball player at Lafayette. As a foul there, I believe, against Cometal, which will lead SCH to inbound.
Owen Kelly has just been a great scorer this year in Interact games, averaging 18.7 points per game, as well as his teammate Alex Ormond averaging 13.7 points per game in Interact games.
Yeah, those are the two guys to watch out for, Ormond and Kelly, for the Quakers, as they can both take over any game at will. As Owen Kelly now with the ball passes to Trefino. His shot is no good, rebounded by Casey Fleming. And Fleming, the reclass transfer senior, passes to Gilhool from behind the arc, no good. Rebounded again by Owen Kelly.
Casey Fleming does look pretty fresh coming off a pretty recent injury, so that's good to see.
Yeah, the Penn Charter's second leading scorer, Casey Fleming, averaging almost 19 points a night. It really makes a big difference in their offense, and it is good to see him back. And inbounding now will be AJ Trefino. And Trefino inbounds to Ormond. Ormond being trapped. Passes to Trefino. Trefino back to Owen Kelly. And Kelly's shot is no good, but rebounded easily by the Blue Devils.
Tough contest there by Carter Smith in the corner, just reaching out as far as he could just to get even the slightest attempt. Nice
drill move, creating his own shot, but no good there from Alex Ormond. As Fleming in transition goes for the lay. It's up and good. Casey Fleming. And Quakers extend it to a two-possession lead now.
Fleming loves to go to that finger roll when he can. Two of them so far today. See if he can continue to do it.
And Jackson Boyd unsuccessful on the trap there, but a rough shot forced by AJ Trefino, and the Quakers will retain ball in transition. Carter Smith going the other way behind the back. Dribble, passes, swings over to Fleming. Shot up, it's good. No! Goodness. In and out.
How unlucky is that?
Pardon me, that ball was basically all the way down the hoop and quite unlucky. Rolled in and out.
Great ball movement to get the shot, though.
And ball back to Fleming. It feels like he's had the ball in his hands for the majority of the Quaker possession so far, as he'll slow things down and pass to Smith. And the big man Gahul setting a screen there, but leaving Cometal open, whose shot is no good, and rebounded by Greenleaf, who has been active on the glass. Owen Kelly now with the ball, spins, Looks inside and stolen by Jackson Boyd. Up to Fleming. Fleming drops it, and ball picked up but dropped on the ground by Joe Flack.
Looked like an opportunity for a highlight reel alley-oop there. Unfortunate.
And Larry Brown will check in for Casey Fleming. You wonder if Fleming, coming off that injury, they'll want to limit his minutes, and he's not in mid-season form, but he's performed quite well so far, as entering for him is Larry Brown Jr.
Two great multi-sport athletes checking in, Larry Brown and Kingston Roundtree, both pivotal players on the football team as well.
For sure. And Kingston Roundtree making his presence known here, guarding Joe Markey. As Markey enters the game, the senior for SCH, and shot from the corner, airballed and rebounded by Larry Brown Jr. As the Quakers will take it out the other way. Carter Smith being guarded by Kelly. Smith swings it around Roundtree. Roundtree inside, draws a double team, pass to Comitau. Comitau floater, shot up, no good, gets his own miss, out to Jackson Boyd. And Boyd to Kingston Roundtree. As the Quakers doing a good job getting offensive rebounds, keeping this possession longer despite their lack of success on hitting these shots, and a foul against Nasir Howard. It will be Quaker ball.
Bit of a lucky foul there with the shot clock running down so low. It's a bit of a bailout from this SCH team.
As a timeout called by Brandon Williams for the Quakers. So a timeout, called by Springside Chestnut Hill Academy and coach Julian McFadden, as the Penn Charter Quakers lead 11-6 with a minute left in this first quarter. And with a minute to play in this first quarter, it will be Quakers to inbound with Smith, Roundtree, Larry Brown Jr., Jackson Boyd, and Dom Comitau on the floor for Penn Charter.
One thing that we said was very important going into this game was capitalizing on the height advantage, and Dan Gilhole is leading Penn Charter with 3 rebounds and 2 blocks so far in this first quarter.
And he has been replaced of late by Larry Brown Jr. Hopefully he will find the same success in
previous fouls on Atria Nebraska. First on him, team first. And the personal score, your Penn Quakers 14, Springside Chestnut without 6.
I should not say damn right.
And we are back for the second quarter of play here in the Graham with the Quakers leading 13-6.
Yeah, this Penn Charter team is 2-0 in recent matches against SCH. SCH is really considered a low-scoring team, averaging under 60 points per game.
But great defensively.
Great defensively. So it'll be interesting to see how their defense can affect our Penn Charter's high-scoring typical games.
As Roundtree now with the ball on the baseline being double-teamed. Looks outside for Boyd. Boyd swings it to Fleming. Nice ball movement there as Luke West touches the ball for the first time. Back to Fleming. Fleming inside. Cross up, step back, shot up. No good, but a nice move. Rebounded by Larry Brown Jr. Another board for the big man.
Casey Fleming back in for the Quakers. Luke West in the game for the Quakers. And it's not the second of the ball.
Just give me a thumbs up if we come back on. Yeah, we're not on.
Inbounding. Doesn't really matter. And the SCH Blue Devils taking the ball up the court now as Owen Kelly with the ball. And lost in transition, stolen by Casey Fleming, who spins, passes to Boyd. Boyd up and under, layup, no good. Rebound, SCH. Nice play there by Owen Kelly. Owen Kelly running the floor in the other direction. Passes up and forward. Luke West tries to take the charge, but unsuccessful as batted around, lost, and regained by SCH. And Owen Kelly on the putback. Yet again, no good. Rebound, Luke West. Quite a chaotic sequence under the basket as the Quakers take it the other way with Kingston Roundtree running the floor as point guard with Carter Smith off the floor, although he is getting ready to check back in. And nice dribble move there by Kingston Roundtree as he looks for Fleming. Fleming from deep, shot up. It's good. Casey Fleming connects to make it a double-digit lead for the Quakers.
Yeah, Casey's got a smooth three-point stroke, and he's been shooting it well all year, shooting a pretty high 35% from the field and from three this year.
And he is a threat behind the arc, but so is Luke West, who is currently in this game and yet to shoot a three, but shooting a three is Nasir Howard, and hopefully the Quakers offense will pick up and try to spread the ball around more and give shots for guys like Luke West and Kingston Roundtree, who have not had as many opportunities thus far this evening. As Roundtree now with the ball, running the floor as point guard. Ball swung over to Luke West. Luke West on the baseline, back to Jackson Boyd. Boyd to Roundtree. Roundtree to Graham Hamilton, his first touch of the night as he's checked in. Graham Hamilton out to Casey Fleming. And Fleming driving inside. Great ball movement by the Quakers, finding a look for West, who also drives inside. Shot up and blocked. And the Quakers, good ball movement, but not the look they were trying to find there at the end of that possession.
It was good looks, just too much clutter, people in the same area, so hopefully they can get back to a little bit of better spacing and just spread the ball around a little bit.
As Carter Smith checks back in for Jackson Boyd.
Cut out for a second.
And taking the ball the other way now is SEH. And Nasir Howard with the ball, passes out, swung to Owen Kelly in the corner. Pardon me, it was Alex Ormond who drills the three-pointer, cutting it to a 4-point game. And in at point guard now is Kingston Roundtree, who passes to Carter Smith. That sophomore backcourt, such a fundamental part of this team, really a young core. Although seniors, they have seniors like Komital and Fleming, this team may really hit its prime in 1 or 2 years as they get more experience playing together.
Very young lineup in with only one senior.
As shot short there by Luke West, but off of the Blue Devils, and it will be Quaker ball. And a little bit of frustration there from A.J. Trefino as Gilhool checks in for Graham Hamilton.
This would be a great time off the inbound to use Dan Gilhool's height so he can get a layup in the post.
Yeah, wondering what they have drawn up here as their play out of the inbound. As the look is for Fleming, who pops and shoots, and it is no good, but rebounded by Trefino going the other way.
Limited time on the shot clock. The shot makes sense.
Yeah, not a look you'd normally find, but in that situation, they had to go for it. And foul there against Gilhool, which will send Alex Ormond to the line to shoot two.
Do still love to watch Dan Gilhool making a lot of shots difficult in the paint, just contesting everything, and near blocks on all of it.
Dan Gilhool, a force to be reckoned with in the paint, averaging 1.7 blocks a game, but has already achieved 3 so far this evening. And Jackson Boyd checks back in. And his minutes, what an increase we've seen in his minutes over the course of the season, as he has been a very efficient and a very, very hard-working player, as Alex Ormond prepares for his second shot. Ormond's shot is in and out, no good, rebounded by Casey Fleming. And Fleming running the floor, passes to sharpshooter Komital. And the Quakers running some sort of play here that involves Boyd and Roundtree running in a circle and creates a look for Smith, but he is a jump ball forced against him. So we saw a play drawn up as a sub is prepared for SCH, a play drawn up there by Brandon Williams, trying to create some movement, but it led Carter Smith into a double team, leading to a jump ball.
Yeah, circular motion play there, just orbiting basket, making sure that they can get somebody running baseline so that someone's always open. Unfortunately, it wasn't there, but hopefully moving forward in the rest of the game, they'd be able to get that open for a good look.
But I feel like you have to give credit to Brandon Williams. This is a very play-heavy offense. It's been successful so far tonight. They've had good ball movement, just not the perfect execution there, as Kelly's shot is up and no good, and rebounded by Trefino. He has got a lot of boards so far tonight, and a pass inside by Trefino. Shot up and good. And the bucket from Joe Flack. And trying to get a three-point play as another foul called. And team third foul for the Quakers. You want to be careful of foul with trouble. It has been an issue for them throughout the year.
Just giving up too many free buckets and free points from free throws, just bringing people to the charity stripe.
And first shot is off the front rim, no good, and rebounded by the Quakers. Jackson Boyd up to Carter Smith. Carter Smith up to Roundtree, and forced to slow it down now. And Roundtree has it, but drops it in the corner. Passes over to Boyd, and Boyd to Fleming. Fleming back to Boyd, and not able to penetrate, remaining on this perimeter as of now. Step back shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Trefino. Good defense there by the Blue Devils.
Love to see this team, Penn Charter team, get to the inside into the paint more, not just settling for threes every 1 or 2 possessions. Force double teams and get to the hole and then get the open shots.
as Trefino passes to Owen Kelly. Kelly over to Howard. Howard's shot is up and good. The bucket there, pardon me, from Joe Markey, who connects. Pardon me, was Nasir Howard with the mid-ranger. As Jackson Boyd swings it to Dom Comital inside to Carter Smith. Carter Smith over to Fleming. Fleming, shot up, it's good, and swatted at was Fleming, earning the foul shot. And going for a three-point play is Casey Fleming. And the Blue Devils have been very disciplined thus far, as this is the first time the Quakers have an opportunity for a three-point play, and he's unsuccessful. So the lead will remain at just 2 for this Quaker squad.
Did say we'd love to see them get to the interior more, and Casey Fleming do that right away, and getting there and getting up and getting fouled.
As the shot is up and no good from Joe Markey. And Carter Smith gets the bucket and the contact. What a play inside by Carter. He has been fantastic and frankly unguardable once he gets ahead of steam towards the hoop. As Joe Markey here passes inside to Owen Kelly, who is frankly smothered and stolen. A pickpocket there by Casey Fleming, who goes on the other end. Shot up and good off the glass. Casey Fleming doing it all, the defense and the offense, to get the 2.
This Penn Charter team's doing a great job swarming whenever they can on the defensive end and then getting out in transition.
And thrown out of bounds there by Joe Flack, and it will be Quaker ball with a minute and 30 seconds to play in this first half. Quakers leading by 6 as Luke West prepares to check back in. He will replace Casey Fleming, who has played quite well so far tonight. And Jackson Boyd in at point guard, running the floor.
Love to see the young guys running the floor, see how well he can command this offense.
As it is swung to Luke West. West back to Boyd. Boyd to Comital. Comital back to Boyd. Back to West. West spins inside and lost. An attempted pass to Carter Smith, but not able to be recovered. And Owen Kelly dives for it, and I believe was fouled.
Good hustle by Comital there just to jump on the ball.
And frustration from Owen Kelly as he was on the ground fighting for the ball with Dom Comital. But it will be an SCH inbound. And Penn Charter, you don't want to get fouls like that in transition against Owen Kelly. Owen Kelly is a fantastic player. They're going to have to pay him a lot of attention. He is averaging 15 points per game this year. He already reached 1,000 points as a junior. Now he is a senior, headed to play his college ball at Lafayette to join Penn Charter alum Mark Butler. But the Quakers were partially successful in their last win over SCH because they held him to just 10 points on 4 for 13 shooting. So they're going to need to force him into some bad shots if they want to be successful again tonight.
One thing Kelly does is he just fills up the stat sheet, just doing a whole bunch of different things. Great job by Penn Charter offense, swarming him on that play again.
And a turnover on Owen Kelly. And it will be Quaker ball and Carter Smith to inbound.
The full court press mixed with the pressure all around is really putting pressure on all of this SCH team. And I imagine they're going to have to draw something up to get free of this in the second half.
I think if you're Coach McFadden, that's the thing to talk about, is trying to find space and ball movement and trying to avoid the transitions. And preparing to check in for SCH is Nasir Howard. As Luke West was fouled, he'll go to the line to shoot. Quite a efficient shooter is West. Takes after his brother. And it appears it will be an inbound rather than foul shots. And Carter Smith back into inbound with under a minute to go before half. Quakers trying to extend this lead with the 1 or 2 possessions they have left, as Fleming with the ball passes to a wide open Jackson Boyd, who drives inside, swings it to West. West from behind the arc, it's good! Luke West! Nothing but net, and the Quakers extend their lead to 9 points with under half a minute to go in this first half.
Good to see him get on the board. He didn't want those free throws, he went at 3.
Turnover now, Jackson Boyd in transition, shot up, it's good! Jackson Boyd! And great defense, turning defense to offense. Going halfway across the court is Boyd for the bucket. And
Smooth
another
layup.
steal. Boyd to Fleming, to the goal, to the hoop. It's in.
8th grader doing it all right here. Jackson Boyd is just being an absolute menace on the defensive and offensive end.
And as the clock expires with 2.1 seconds left, the Quakers have extended their lead to 13 points in this second quarter, but Carter Smith fouled. Carter Smith committed the foul there, which will send SCH for most likely their final scoring opportunity of this half. It will be Owen Kelly at the line.
A pretty healthy 29 points in this first half for this Penn Charter team. Luke and Jackson both getting their first points coming at the end of that quarter.
For sure, as Owen Kelly's first shot is no good. And Owen Kelly will now prepare for his second shot with just 2 seconds to go in this first half. Second shot is good, and Quakers will inbound here. Casey Fleming hucks it deep down the court. Shot is up, and oh! Almost had it off the front rim. And nice play, nice attempt there from Fleming. He had quite an efficient first half as the Quakers go into halftime, leading the SCH Blue Devils 29-17.
Halftime,
Halftime, SCH 29-17. Yeah, okay. What do you think? I think that's I would go.
Hamilton. This is
Oh, for sure. 100%. Yeah. I don't know when I can do that. I'm not used to it. Yeah, once I want to do it.
And the Penn Charter games tonight are in partnership with Morgan's Message. I'm here with Carly Lewinsky to talk a little bit more about that.
Penn Charter's boys basketball team, and we've asked SEH to join us in dedicating today's game to the life and legacy of Morgan Rogers, a former Duke University lacrosse student athlete who died tragically in July 2019 after battling mental health struggles. Although Morgan's life was cut way too short, her legacy of unconditional love remains. Morgan's Message was created by her family and former teammates with the mission to eliminate the stigma surrounding mental health, normalize the conversations about mental health, and ensure that mental health is treated equally to physical health for all student athletes. For more information on Morgan's life and legacy and how you can help those struggling, please visit morgansmessage.org. Thank you and good luck.
Yeah, athlete mental health, a very important issue we don't talk about a lot. Be sure to check out Morgan's message as SCH now returns to warm up as we are about a minute away from second half action here. Noticed SCH spent a lot of time in the locker room, a lot longer than Penn Charter. I think a long talk from Coach Julian McFadden, a lot to work on after that first half from SCH, trying to limit turnovers and improve ball movement to try to generate more scoring for this Blue Devils offense.
One thing we noticed earlier before the game started was a key factor was going to be staying out of foul trouble. Now, Dom Comatal and Dan Gilhole both are dealing with 2 fouls, so hopefully they can manage those going into the second half.
For sure. I mean, fouls are a season-long theme for the Quakers, but besides that, the Quakers have been just fantastic so far tonight, holding this SCH team to just 17 points, maintaining a 12-point lead. No player has more than 6 points. That would be Alex Ormond, their leading scorer, but no SCH player has been able to consistently find the hoop against this Penn Charter defense so far tonight, as Jackson Boyd will inbound to Carter Smith to begin the second half of play, and it will be Casey Fleming as well as Daniel Gilhool and Dom Comatal to start this second half for the Quakers. As Comatal running the floor now, calling a play for Casey Fleming, nothing comes of it, but Fleming open in the corner, fakes the 3, swings it to Comatal to Boyd. Boyd back to Comatal, back to Boyd, and outside this arc trying to penetrate, trying to find a bucket within the paint, but with just 5 seconds left on the shot clock, they've got to get a shot off as Boyd will have to shoot one in the final seconds, and it is way short. And a great defensive possession there from SCH. The Quakers swinging around, not able to get within the perimeter to find a better look.
Not the way you want to have your first possession go coming out of the break, but ball movement was there, just working to get inside would be key. SCH made some good adjustments in the locker room. Maybe that was why they were taking their time to, think about how to stop this Penn Charter offense.
For sure. I mean, SCH, you got to give credit to them as a defense as well. The Quakers average about 68 points a game, meaning they would score 34 per half, and they've been held below that mark, and so SCH has been very sound on defense throughout this game so far. As Trefino drives inside, and no room for him, but he is fouled by, I believe, Gilhool. And some frustration from Dan as is his 3rd foul of the night. We'll have to be mindful of that. Maybe he and Larry Brown will split time, and Larry Brown getting ready to check in now as the 2 centers for Penn Charter. As Trunfio to the line to shoot 2, trying to cut it to a 10-point lead here, or 10-point deficit. First shot is up and good. And A.J. Trunfio for the second foul shot now. And it is good, and so the Quakers lead now cut to 10 with the leading scorer, Casey Fleming, running the floor. Casey had 11 points in that first half. He shoots, and it is no good. And Carter and Dom Comatal and Larry Brown push to the floor, but no foul, or pardon me, a foul does come of it against SCH.
Looked like a bit of a push there.
I guess the foul was on Penn Charter, so it was on Larry Brown Jr., who was pushed to the ground but called for a foul, so it will be SCH Blue Devil ball to inbound here as Owen Kelly will inbound to A.J. Trunfio. And they've done a great job stopping Owen Kelly from scoring. He's their leading scorer on the season, but the Quakers have played really hard defense against the senior 15. As Owen Kelly back in the corner, shot from deep, no good, long, rebounded by A.J. Brown. Rebounded by Larry Brown Jr., pardon me, looking like A.J. Brown with his great catching abilities in the paint. And Alex Ormond driving inside, shot up and no good, but a foul against the Quakers, and yet again, SCH to the line.
Not great look from Penn Charter considering that Dan and Larry are both above 2 fouls and above. So Graham Hamilton, another great big for this team, is going to have to step up and play a good center role.
As Ormond to the free throw line. And the great thing about this Quakers is they do have a considerable size advantage as the first shot drilled there. They have a considerable size advantage over this SCH team with multiple players over 6'5", as Ormond's second shot now is good. And as Casey Fleming back to Jackson Boyd. Slides it to Cometal from deep. Cha-ching! As Dom Cometal cashes in from behind the arc.
I think that's what Penn Charter is trying to do in their first possession, just get Cometal and good luck, open for three.
Nice move there by Trunfio. Past Ormond in the corner. Back to Trunfio. Swings it to Owen Kelly. And a foul there by Casey Fleming. And yet again, it will be Blue Devil inbound after another foul. And I think that's definitely a note for Brandon Williams. It's been a theme, but foul trouble for these Quakers, wondering if they have to dig deeper into their bench if they have anyone fouling out or at risk of doing so. As wide open shot there, but no good on the mid-range from Owen Kelly. But rebounded, gets his own miss. Swings it, passes over to Ormond. Ormond from deep, way short. Rebounded by Casey Fleming. Ahead to Cometal in transition. Cometal up to Carter Smith. Carter Smith with a nice finger roll lay. And Carter Smith, nice play there over the defender. Good ball movement in transition. No one being selfish, everyone trying to make the extra pass. And another foul. And Owen Kelly, once again, is a victim who will go to the line.
That layout looked pretty Space Jammy. If Carter was just to put it down, it looked like he jumped from about half court.
And Carter Smith, quite an athletic player, a four-star who received his first offer this summer from Division I Syracuse. Part of that is because of his athleticism and speed and jumping abilities. As first shot is up and good from Owen Kelly.
Another thing on Carter, he is the 11th ranked combo guard in the country and plays on one of the best EYBL teams called Team Final.
Yeah, he entered the season in that top combo guard discussion, and he has lived up to the hype. He's been the biggest scorer on this team. He's also getting 6 rebounds a night and 4 assists, so sharing the love is Carter, not a selfish player whatsoever. As Fleming tries to swing it to Graham Hamilton, who picks it up after the tip. Hamilton swings it out to Boyd. Boyd to Carter in the corner. Carter back to Boyd. Boyd over to Fleming. And Quakers now trying to find a look inside. They've struggled as of late, so they'll go from deep, and it's Graham Hamilton, but the shot is no good after double rimming out.
Good to see Hamilton being aggressive from three. He is a very good shooter.
And a nice smooth bucket there from Alex Ormond. I guess it was a gather step, and he gets it to go.
Maybe it's because he lost control of the ball. I really have no idea.
But it's a nice move there. It's hard to guard when he is able to take that many steps, but not a travel. Not a travel. And Carter Smith swings it over to Casey Fleming. His shot is no good. And rebounded by SCH. Taken back the other way, it's Trunfio. His shot is up and good. And AJ Trunfio, and cutting it to a single-digit deficit with about 4¼ minutes to play in this third quarter.
I feel like Coach Brandon Williams' plan is, or should be, working, like Carter in the inside so he can facilitate and see over everybody. Just execution has been key.
But Carter is
Creating
able to get an
good looks.
open look for Graham there, but Graham passes it back to Carter. Carter off the screen from Graham. Carter driving along the baseline, swings it to Jackson Boyd, shot up and good! Jackson Boyd gets the layup to go. Great ball movement, great finish, great play from the 8th grader.
Really effective when you get inside. A lot of good things are going to happen.
And Alex Ormond out to Trunfio. Trunfio back to Owen Kelly. Owen Kelly back to Trunfio. Trunfio from behind the arc. Shot up, no good. Rebound, SCH. And tip there. Nice effort play by Dom Cometal, but unable to gain a Penn Charter possession. So SCH will maintain.
Dom is just the ultimate hustle player. He's going after every loose ball. He's jumping on the ground. He's doing whatever he needs to do for this team.
And the shot is up and rolling in and out, but it's good for Owen Kelly as he gets it to fall. And a timeout now as SCH with another bucket to cut it to an 8-point deficit. But with 3 minutes to play in this third quarter, the Quakers lead 36-28. And we are back here at the Graham Athletic Center in Game 2 of our doubleheader after a victory for girls varsity basketball over Episcopal Academy. The Quakers currently lead SCH by a score of 36-28. And we notice on the bench now, Larry Brown Jr. is icing his face. Definitely a moment of concern for the Quakers, as their center, Larry, has experienced injuries throughout the year. He was injured against GA. He suffered a leg injury he was able to recover from, but he was injured before that and didn't play until halfway through the season. So really hoping for him he gets more opportunities to get on the court, especially with starting center Gil Hool facing some foul trouble at the moment. They're going to need more minutes out of Larry today and going forward.
It just seems like there's so many added things that are just restricting these guys playing limits. But Graham Hamilton.
As Jackson Boyd gets it to Hamilton, who gets the foul and the bucket, and he will go to the line for his first time of the night.
What?
And I'm slightly confused by what I'm seeing, but it was a foul by Stu Greenleaf against Graham Hamilton, so he will shoot for the three-point play.
I think they're determining if it was on the floor or not, but
either way, a nice bucket and good ball movement by Jackson Boyd with a nice assist there to Graham Hamilton.
Shows how elite and how deep this team is, and how many options they have to go to.
And Graham Hamilton received a tech there for exchanging some inflammatory rhetoric with the officials, but he will have his foul shot nonetheless. And a foul shot could extend it to an 11-point lead here for the Quakers. It was cut close at one point, but they have remained pretty comfortable here in this third quarter, as his foul shot is up and good. And a three-point play completed, but now a foul shot on the other end due to the technical against Graham Hamilton. So Nasir Howard, the sophomore, will go to the line to shoot.
We got to be careful with the center play. Just there's not that many options to go to, and fouls and injuries, those are just really preventing how well this team can do, just without a big center to really take advantage of how much more height we have over SCH.
And the free throw is good as Alex Orman checks back in for SCH. And it will be SCH ball again after the tech. So Casey Fleming checking back in for Penchar alongside Luke West. Big substitutions being made here as Casey Fleming, the leading scorer on the night, returning to the court. He has 13 points and a lot to be happy with from him so far. As A.J. Trinfio now with the ball, passes to an open Owen Kelly, who drills it.
Knockdown shooter from behind the arc, Owen Kelly.
Owen Kelly, a fantastic three-point shooter. Part of the reason he has such Division I aspirations, as he will go to Lafayette, as previously mentioned, next season. As Casey Fleming now swings it to Luke West. West being guarded tightly outside the perimeter. Quakers in the last few possessions trying to get into the paint as they've been less successful from behind the arc. As Roundtree passes to Fleming on the screen. Fleming spins, loses control, and is fouled. I believe Nasir Howard there with the contact.
Fouls on Nasir Howard, that's his first, team's third. Donovan Jumbo returns for SCH. Fouls on Owen Kelly, that's his second, team fourth. Carter Smith will shoot two.
free throw percentage shooter, shooting almost 70% from the line. Yeah, it's, that was just last year. I think Carter's definitely different.
By Graham Hamilton.
Wouldn't call that a flop, but a strategic fall from Owen Kelly on the latter end of that shot.
Kind of a Trey Young or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander-esque move. As his first foul shot is up and good.
We were talking about it early. Unethical buckets. That's what they call it.
And a complete player is Owen Kelly. There's quite a drop-off in scoring for this SCH team after his performance. He averages over 16 points a night, and no one else is in the double digits across all of their games. And it's very impressive how this team is able to score as a complete 5-6-man team, making it hard to, if you guard one guy, you're going to leave another man open, and that's part of what's made them successful enough so far this season. As his second shot is good.
Smooth shot there. Pretty for him. That's how they teach it. That's teach tape right there from Owen Kelly.
As with a minute 40 clock winding down here in this third quarter, Quakers have had their lead cut to 6 points. Trying to find another bucket here is Luke West with the mid-range shot up. Nylon, nothing but net.
That's a tough shot there from the smaller West going against two bigger defenders, but great job to just have some finesse and float it up in there.
Genuinely a three-point shooter. Definitely not the look they expected from him, but great execution there by Luke West. And driving inside is Joe Markey. And ball lost on the floor, regained, picked up by Owen Kelly. And Owen Kelly, can't believe I'm saying it again, Owen Kelly has been fouled.
This is pretty Shai Gilgeous-Alexander-y. Why?
But you got to give credit to Owen Kelly. He's a very physical player. He definitely earns the fouls a lot of the time. And he has capitalized quite a lot on the opportunities at the charity stripe he has had, and trying to cut it down to a 6-point deficit if he can hit both shots here with a minute left in this third quarter. As his first shot is up and good.
Like you said, he earns his fouls. He's very involved all over the stat sheet. He's filling up the stat sheet all over the board. Rebounds, assists, points, and he does it well in the defensive end.
And the senior, Owen Kelly, for his second foul shot. Quakers have maintained a lead this whole game. Definitely a lot of expectations going into this one. Expectations very high all around this season after a 10-0 undefeated Interact season last year. It included beating SCH twice. SCH hadn't beat them since 2024. And the Quakers have lived up to the hype. There's definitely a lot of revenge that SCH is looking for and have not been able to find so far tonight, as West dives towards the bucket and gets the foul.
Fouls on Luke West, his first team leads 11.
You gotta give credit to Owen Kelly. He's a very visible player. He definitely earned it.
Owen Kelly will shoot two.
On the opportunities that the charity stripe he has had, trying to cut it down to a 6-point deficit. Both shots here left. Quakers have maintained the lead this whole game. Definitely a lot of expectations going into this one. Expectations very high.
Fouls on Adrian Roscoe. It's his second. Team is over the limit. And West will shoot two. is seconds. Team remains on the limit. Alex Orban. Timeout. Quakers, it's a no timeout. And to the next home game will be on the 13th of Friday. Trader to the SCH bench. Trader to the SCH bench, please. Once again, our next home game will be Friday the 13th in the doubleheader action against Shermantown Academy. Women's will play at 5:30. The men's will play at 7. Both games will be our senior night. Right here again, the Grand Athletic Boys.
And we are back here for third quarter action with the Penn Charter Quakers taking on the SCH Blue Devils in this interact battle. And the Quakers are maintaining a 43-37 lead as this third quarter is winding down. But Alex Ormond, as he has been many times tonight, back at the free throw line.
Seems like he received some medical work during the timeout.
Little
See
tape.
that bandage on his right leg.
And his shot is good. Little taping on the knee, but he'll definitely play through it. He gets a lot of minutes for this SCH team. One of their very well-conditioned players, and he has been quite successful tonight so far. As his second shot is up and good. So a 4-point game now with 45 seconds left. Quakers trying not to turn it over and get one final possession here, or maybe two more at the end of this third quarter.
I think a 2-for-1 would be smart, but seems like that's going to run out.
With under 30 seconds left now, it's Carter Smith. Gets the screen from Jackson Boyd to Komatal in the corner. Swings it around, good perimeter motion, trying to find a man inside. Luke West back to Jackson Boyd. Back to Carter Smith. Carter Smith finds West in the corner. West, shot clock winding down. Shot out from Jackson Boyd, no good. Rebounded by Dom Komatal, can't get it to go. And SCH has the ball now with under 10 seconds to play in this quarter. Someone's got to get a shot off. It's Nasir Howard with the ball. Under 5 seconds left. Passes to Owen Kelly. Shot up. It's good! Owen Kelly drills it at the buzzer. And a big momentum shift for SCH. Got the look from the guy they wanted it from. Owen Kelly, their leading shooter, their leading scorer, cuts it to a 1-point game. Quakers lead 43-42 as we will be right back after this for the fourth quarter. As we are back for the fourth quarter in this tight matchup, the Quakers leading over the SCH Blue Devils 43-42.
Yeah, it's a pretty low-scoring game in SCH. They typically score low-scoring points, but they do have the upper hand in low-scoring games. So let's see if this Penn Charter team can maintain their lead and stay.
As a nice mid-ranger there from Owen Kelly. Yeah, the SCH, a very defensive-minded team, low-scoring, and they've taken their first lead of the night against Penn Charter, who has been shooting well from two-pointers, shooting 12 for 17, but trying to improve on foul shots and threes, as Carter Smith is not able to get it to go with inside the paint. A fast-paced offense here, almost lost in transition, and pass out to Alex Ormond, who will try to slow things down here.
I'm interested to see what Coach Brandon Williams can do about stopping Ormond and their leading scorer, Owen Kelly.
Yeah, those two guys have been scoring a lot, especially at the foul line. Nice steal there by Dom Komatal. Komatal up to Roundtree. Roundtree now slowing it down for the Quakers. back to Komatal. Really a athletic, sneaky athletic, aggressive, physical guy is Dom Komatal. As
Great hustle there by Komatal. Oh,
as a charge, I believe, against the Quakers, which will make it a SCH Blue Devil ball. And offensive foul against Kingston Roundtree.
I think one thing Penn Charter can do in this last 6 minutes and 52 seconds is just feed Carter Smith the ball. He's been very efficient, 4 for 5 from the field this game. So hopefully he can get the ball more and just shoot more shots.
It's notable to see in crunch time giving some opportunities. Oh, and a collision there between Jackson Boyd and Nasir Howard, pardon me, Joey Markey, as it seems they're both okay. It's interesting to notice who Brandon Williams has chosen to put on the court here. Kingston Roundtree and Luke West in crunch time, bench players getting quality minutes. It shows the trust he has for a lot of these guys, not just relying on his starters, but a deep bench full of guys that can give consistent points.
We also haven't seen Larry Brown and Dan Gilhill in a minute, so maybe that's because he wants to, preserve their fouls because they do have a little bit of fouls, or maybe Larry is still dealing with an injury.
Holding a bag of ice is Larry Brown Jr., but his size advantage is quite beneficial for the Quakers when he is on the floor. As Luke West back to Kingston Roundtree, back to West in the corner, passing it back and forth is West and Roundtree. And Komatal to Kingston as the shot clock down at 10 seconds. Quakers trying to find a look. SCH has been very consistent on defense so far tonight as Carter Smith from deep, no good, rebound, Owen Kelly. And 6 minutes to go. Feeling a little bit of pressure out of the Quakers as SCH on a bit of a scoring run here. Nasir Howard passes to Ormond. Ormond's shot is no good, but a foul. And to extend their lead now is Alex Ormond going to the line to shoot two.
Light contact there by Kingston Roundtree. Still triggering the foul call. So hopefully this Quakers team can learn to, lighten up on their defense, so maybe the refs don't give them so many fouls.
For sure, and shot is up and good from Alex Ormond. And as mentioned, here come some of the starters, Roundtree and Gilhool, back to aid the Quakers in what now needs to become a comeback effort as Blue Devils have taken the lead of late. And Alex Ormond's shot is up and good. And so a 3-point lead now. In a situation like this, if you're the Quakers, you don't want to panic. You don't need threes. One bucket at a time. Still plenty of basketball left to be played, but need to cut down on the turnovers and especially on the fouling.
Yeah, like you said, Felix, plenty of time to get buckets. Just play smart, stick to your play, to your idea, to your game plan, and hopefully you're gonna cut the lead down.
And Gilhool out to Boyd. Boyd fakes the pass and drives inside. Shot up. It's good. Jackson Boyd.
Doing exactly what we were talking about, just taking his time, getting to the cup, and making a tough shot.
And a nice play there by the 8th grader. Really has earned his starting minutes, and in transition, a bucket there for Alex Ormond. Back and forth, a heavyweight boxing match in this fourth quarter as neither team is able to extend their lead. It's been a close game pretty much throughout, but closer now as time winds down with 5 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. As Carter Smith looks from deep.
Big
It's
shot.
Good.
Big shot by Carter Smith.
Drilled by Carter Smith, and the Quakers tie it at 48.
We did talk about how Carter Smith has been very efficient and how getting him the ball could be the key to this win. Hopefully they continue to do that, and he can continue to get more open shots.
And Trufino hands it off to Alex Ormond. Ormond shot up. It's good. Alex Ormond nails the layup in double coverage.
Interesting how these smaller SCH forwards are really just showing their...
As Jackson Boyd responds in kind with a three, giving the Quakers a lead and generating a timeout from SCH. So a back and forth matchup. The SCH Blue Devils led for a moment. The Quakers have regained it with a score 51-50 with 4.5 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. And we are back with an interact matchup between the Penn Charter Quakers in white and the SEH Blue Devils in blue. And SEH was trailing for much of this game, but has cut it to a 1-point deficit as the Quakers lead 51-50.
Great hustle by Jackson Boyd. He's doing great on the defensive end and on the offensive end. He's shooting 4 for 6 with 9 points on the game, as well as Carter Smith, who is shooting 5 for 8 with 13 points and a big 3 just a couple seconds ago.
Yeah, it's the young guys, the sophomore and the 8th grader, who have helped this Quaker squad, but they're still going to need a lot more for them in these final 4 minutes because the SCH Blue Devils are not quitting. And A.J. Trinfio being guarded by Jackson Boyd. Swings it to Joe Markey. And Alex Ormond looks for Kelly. Kelly's shot is up and no good. Rebound by Carter Smith.
Deep 3 there by Kelly. He must be feeling himself.
Corner 3 is good. Nothing but net from Dom Komital.
Dom really is the shooter on this team, so it's great to see him catching fire.
Good open look, extends it to a 2-possession lead for the Quakers with under 3 minutes and 45 seconds to play in this final quarter. And Ormond now with the ball finds it to Joey Markey. And A.J. Trinfio being guarded tightly by Jackson Boyd. Nasir Howard inside, swings it. And Alex Ormond from behind the arc, shot is up and it's good.
I think it's going to be important for this Penn Charter team down the stretch to make somebody, except from Will Kelly, or besides from Will Kelly and Alex Ormond, hurt you. Make somebody else take the shots.
54-53, a back and forth matchup as Carter Smith finds Boyd. Boyd from deep, shot drilled. Jackson Boyd. And the triple gives the Quakers the 57-53 lead with under 3 minutes to play. Both these teams finding their shooting form now when it matters most. Alex Ormond, corner, shot, in and out like he's Kawhi Leonard. It's good. Timeout SCH. Julian McFadden is emphatic on the sideline after that one. And what a bucket by Ormond. And the SCH Blue Devils keeping it close, but the Quakers maintain a lead with 2 minutes and 43 seconds left to go. It's Quakers 57, Blue Devils 56. And what a game it has been. A 1-point lead for the Quakers with 2 3/4 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. In crunch time, it is Dom Komital and Carter Smith and Gil Hool and Jackson Boyd and Casey Fleming out on the floor for the Quakers as Gil Hool from deep, bang! A clutch shot from the big man to give the Quakers a 4-point lead.
This Penn Charter team is really catching fire from behind the arc now. Hopefully they can continue it and limit the amount of threes SCH can hit.
And Joe Flack swings it to Alex Ormond. Ormond back to Owen Kelly. Kelly facing the double team. Back to Trinfio. Back to Ormond. Ormond from way downtown and bang! Oh my goodness, back and forth. Both of these teams cannot miss. And a 1-point game, Quakers maintain the lead. But what a shooting performance from these two teams, 3 after 3. It's like watching the Curry brothers.
Ormond and Kelly are just going at it. They're shooting the lights out on this SCH team.
And 10 seconds left to go on the clock now. Quakers are going to need to find a look here. Carter Smith driving inside behind the back. Nice dribble, shot up, gets it to go, the layup. What a play by Carter Smith.
That is filthy from Smith.
He's physical, he's fundamental, he's dominant. Carter Smith, another layup, extends the Quaker lead to 3. A minute and a half to go now. Two quite evenly matched teams.
They forgot his last star. That was gross.
Oh my goodness, Carter Smith should be a 5-star. An unbelievable play. And shot up and short. Blocked by Casey Fleming.
Great rebound by SCH though, and they got a foul.
And Quakers have been better about the fouls as of late. but a mistake there will send Owen Kelly to the line. Pardon me, it will be an inbound. Team third for the Quakers. A minute and 12 to go, trailing by 3. The question is, SCH, do they already look for the 3, or do they be patient and look for the high percentage shot in this situation?
They've been shooting the lights out, so I think that whatever shot they get, they can live with because they'll be able to shoot another one later.
Nice play there to retain the ball as Trunfio. Alex Ormon's been the hot hand. Could be him or Kelly. Kelly from 3, shot, no good. Rebound, Quakers. Gilhool gets the ball, fights for it, loses it. Jackson Boyd picks it up. Boyd ahead to Fleming, and I believe a foul. What a...
No foul. Great hustle by Boyd there. Oh,
And Alex Ormond does foul, so the Quakers will inbound. A minute to go. Still a one-score game. SCH in this situation only need to stop, but if the Quakers are able to find another bucket here, we may enter fouling trouble. The SCH may have to try to send the Quakers to the line, but as of now, one-score game. Quakers just need a bucket to extend their lead.
Is this the dagger?
And Dom Komital. Clock winding down now. Komital, Boyd, Fleming. Fleming back to Boyd. Boyd inside to Gilhool. Gilhool dribbles, spins, out to Fleming. Fleming from deep, shot, up, bang! Casey Fleming, oh my goodness. Quakers lead by 6, 30 seconds to go. And
Is that the dagger?
Joey Markey, ball lost, picked up. Alex Ormond shot, corner, falls over. Oh my goodness. Alex Ormond, he does his best Kawhi Leonard impression as he hits a 3 and falls over. A miracle shot.
I thought there was going to be a foul there, but no.
Oh my goodness.
4-point play there would have been detrimental.
Alex Ormond cannot miss when he is shot from 3 in this fourth quarter. What a bucket, what a sequence. 22 seconds left. Quakers lead by 3, 65-62. I mean, I feel like I'm watching prime Warriors Cavs here. This has been quite an entertaining fourth
2016
quarter.
finals here, game 7.
Oh my goodness. 22 seconds left.
That was indeed not the dagger.
Oh my God. I mean, Quaker ball now. They're talking it over in the situation. If you're Brandon Williams here as the coach, what do you say? What's the advice for the Quakers right now?
I think you just got to play it smart. I say get fouled, and hopefully you got to get the ball to your best guy so that you can hit the free throws. If you miss these free throws, you're just going to have to play great defense and maybe consider fouling so that the team can only shoot free throws in the bonus and not able to get a 3. So that's, I would say, call a timeout after if the free throws don't go your way, then I would consider fouling so you can make this SCH team have to shoot 2.
Pure cinema in this fourth quarter. Only 22 seconds left. And I believe it will be Quaker ball inbounding here. And there's two schools of thought in this situation. You can let yourselves get fouled or try to play around the trap and pass it around. At least if you get someone fouled, you want it to be a Carter Smith or a Casey Fleming, someone you're confident in to hit foul shots. And Jackson Boyd here to inbound with 22 seconds left. Jackson Boyd's got to find someone, can't afford a violation. Into Fleming. Fleming doesn't get fouled, and finally they do with 19.8 left. So
Only 3 seconds off the clock. That's ideal for SCH.
smart move from Coach McFadden. And A.J. Trunfio strikes Casey Fleming, but it will be just an inbound because they're out of the bonus.
Pretty good place for this Penn Charter team to be.
And an inbound play drawn up here. Stand in a line, finds Fleming. Fleming, oh my goodness, what a hit. A Ray Lewis-esque move there against Casey Fleming, and another foul with 18.7 to go. They might just foul until they hit the bonus, whatever it takes to get these foul shots. But
they haven't wasted too much time, so I would say commit to that.
18.7 to go. Boyd yet again to inbound. Jackson Boyd looking for Fleming. Finds Fleming. Clock winding down. Fleming gets it up to Smith.
Oh,
it's
no.
stolen. Alex Ormond steals it, but it's picked up again by the Quakers. Ball's on the floor. Who has it?
It's Quakers ball if it's a jump ball, though.
And the rest
Jump ball,
is
it's
Quakers ball. And it's not a Friday night game. It's not a packed house, but those who are here are on their feet. And it will be Quaker ball with 12.6 left. SCH needs a turnover or a steal.
all over again.
Trying to find this 3. Yet another inbound from Jackson Boyd. SCH needs a steal or a 3.
Great inbound defense.
And a timeout by the Quakers. A IQ move there by Brandon Williams to avoid the violation. 12.6 to go, 65-62, a full timeout. We will be right back with the epic conclusion of this Interact matchup after this. What a game we have here. The Quakers still leading 65-62 with just 12.6 seconds left in this game. It's been back and forth. The Quakers have inbounded now four times in a row as SCH keeps fouling but not able to get the steal or the turnover they're looking for. As a substitution made now, it will be Kingston Roundtree in for Jackson Boyd to inbound. Quakers have a play drawn up here on the inbound. They can't be sloppy and hoping to get fouled at the very least and not force a turnover. And gets it into Carter Smith. Carter Smith is trapped and fouled with 10.5 to go.
That I imagine that is who Coach Williams wanted to go to if we're going to shoot free throws. Carter Smith, a very trustworthy player. Hopefully he can just knock down 2 free throws and set the game up.
Quakers lead by 3, 1-score game, but one of these 2 free throws could make it a 2-score game and ice this for the Quakers. 10.5 to go. Jackson Boyd getting ready to check back in, and a big free throw here for Smith. And Carter Smith drills it, knocks it down. What a clutch player he is. 4-point game, and another foul shot as in for his defense is Jackson Boyd. So all the Quakers need to do is not foul, and the SCH can try for a quick bucket, but that may have just iced the game. And one more shot here for the sophomore Carter Smith. And he knocks it down, 2 for 2. Now SCH will inbound, not sure what they can do here, down 5. Passing up to Trunfio. Trunfio's shot is up and no good, and rebounded again by number 10. Knocked around, shot is up, good and meaningless. So a couple of rebounds there by Alex Ormond, but not able to get the bucket. What a fourth quarter performance from the Quakers as they hold on to win 67-64. A fantastic matchup, fantastic performances from Casey Fleming, a really clutch free throw from Carter Smith down at the end there, and pure cinema. This is a fantastic game. A pleasure to have broadcasted alongside you, BJ. This was our second to last broadcast of the year for PC Broadcasting, in the regular season at least. We will be back on Friday the 13th for senior night, a doubleheader against GA, starting with the girls and followed by the boys game. For now, thank you so much for watching. I'd like to thank BJ Hall. I'd like to thank my producer, the assistant athletic director, Tyler, and I'd like to thank the stats guy, Avery Williams. Thank you so much for watching. Good night, and go Quakers.